Hello guys, Zennosh here and welcome to 7 Nights 2, and today in this video I'm here to tell you guys who is the best rare hero that you can pick from this rare hero selection ticket that you can get your hands on after clearing the Celestial Tower for the very first time, which is really easy actually. So now let's get this started. There are so many options of the rare heroes out here, and I would say the best pick would be Shane. Yes, you heard me right. Even according to many players out there, this character is really amazing for so many contents out there in the game. A real S tier unit. She is great for story contents, she is great for arena contents, for dungeon contents, and especially the raid contents. There we go, so many contents that you are actually going to be able to dominate with this amazing character by your side in your team. Yes, you heard me right. Looking into her skill, it's really impressive, and with her ultimate skills, she can actually improve her own attack speed. She can actually have that 20% chance to reset her all skill cooldowns, which is so freaking damn amazing. I really like that. And if she is going to face against a boss unit, guess what guys, she's actually going to deal a very amazing single target nuke damage, 1200% of attack, and cost a status effect that is actually going to disable the target for 14 seconds. So yeah, that is really amazing. She has got a lot of DPS skills out here, which is really awesome. And guess what guys, she has got that 90% chance of stunning the target. Oh my god, this is gonna be a really great help, especially in the arena contests. 90% chance, that's an amazing surefire type of probability out there, and I think I would actually really love this chance around 90%. It's really huge. Next is gonna be her passive that says when dealing basic attacks from behind, like a flank attack, deals additional damage equals to 12.8% of attack, making her a very tactical unit. And guess what guys, in this game you can have a really good control over your character, so that you can actually change the sides or change the locations from where you can actually attack your enemies. So having that tactical advantage in the battle against the units, definitely this character is a must have. Okay, so always place her behind your opponent or the boss opponents in order to deal some crazy damage to your enemies. She's an amazing character right off the bat for the story, arena, dungeon, and raid contests. Cannot really miss out on her. So I would say it is gonna be a really healthy choice for you guys if you are gonna pick Shane right away. Looking into Shay, she is pretty great for the raid content. Looking into her ultimate skill, it's pretty unique. Increases the ultimate skill gauge of all allies by 27%, which is going to be a really great help for your allies in order to use the ultimate skill real fast. Okay, so that actually makes her a very unique unit indeed in the game, and she has got a lot of amazing effective other skills out there that's actually going to make her a really great unit for the raid content especially. But for the other contents out there, she's pretty much an average performer. Looking into this Ming right over here, this rare unit, I would say she actually belongs to like a B tier list, okay, and not one of the shiny units out there. I would say she is pretty much a niche, a cliche unit out here in the game. Really, it's gonna be a very big disaster for you guys, or let's a very big loss for you guys if you are actually gonna be selecting Ming from this hero selection ticket out here. Next is gonna be Kazette out here guys. Kazette is definitely going to be a really great character for the raid contents. I would say she actually falls in the A tier list, and she's a great character out here, being able to deal some good damage. Alright, and the main thing that actually she provides in the battlefield is that 100% chance of decreasing the target's recovery rate. That could be really help in so many contents out there. And looking into this fast active skill, increases the ignore defense efficiency for all the allies. That can be a really great help in order to deal even more damage to the enemies out there. Definitely an amazing character that you can use in the raid contents. Next is going to be Wendinger out here guys. Wendinger is a really poor character. Okay, it's a tank character, pretty much niche, and definitely a B tier character guys, not one of the best or brightest unit in the game. Next is going to be Serena. However, Serena is really interesting unit guys. I really do love her kits. Look into her. It says decreases the skill cooldown of all allies by up to 15 seconds, which is freaking fantastic. Don't you guys think so, right? And guess what guys, you can even increase the AoE skill damage of all allies by 13% for 15 seconds. That is so good guys. And guess what, whenever casting a skill, recovers the HP of all allies by 55% of the cost attack. She's like a very universal character with a very all-rounder kit, as she can heal, she can recover that skill cooldown for the allies, and so much more. Very amazing character, A tier character indeed. And definitely you would want to use her in the raid. She's gonna be a really great asset in the raid contents. And the second best character that I would say that you can possibly pick in this hero selection ticket is gonna be Rudy. This guy is totally a god tier unit when we are actually gonna consider the raid contents. Yes, for the other contents he's really good as well, but when especially considering that raid content. Man, this guy is a god tier unit. Looking at his ultimate right over here, he can ignore the defense of the target, being able to deal even more damage. And if it's the boss target, he can also deal that 1200% of the nuke damage to a single target, making him a really good damage dealer. And on top of that one, guess what, guys? He's pretty tanky as well. All right, look at this right over here. He can taunt. 90% chance of taunt is pretty good. All right, so that can actually be a really great help in order to save your squishy allies in your team. And with this passive, increases the block efficiency. Definitely he can actually work as a really good off tank or a semi tank. All right, now that's looking into his fast active skill right over here. This actually makes him so indispensable unit in the raid contents. Cast a shield on all allies equal to 220% of the cost of defense. Oh my god, better the defense he has, better the shield that he's going to be providing to all the allies in the team. And this shield is definitely going to improve the overall sustenance of your entire team. All right, so try to give him a tank build and he's going to be a really great character. That's going to be a really great help, guys. He has got this AoE damage that can also have that 36% chance to stun the targets. Lots of utilities, guys. He's definitely an amazing universal character that would actually take a lot of benefits after being equipped with the like sustenance type of build. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Rudy, the second best unit out here. And if you really are trying to focus on the raid contents, then I would say Rudy is gonna be the best choice out there in the list. Next is gonna be Volder. Volder is pretty much a cliche unit, a B tier unit, guys, a trash unit, I would say. Even not really one of the brightest unit out there. Eileen, okay, this waifu actually looks pretty good. Really excels in the battlefield by paralyzing the enemies and dealing a lot of damage out there as well. But still, she's in the B tier, a little bit cliche character because we have got a lot of other characters who can do pretty much the same type of stuff. Next is gonna be Theon out here, who is a rare character. Okay, for the Theon, he's pretty much one of the worst character out here in the list. Don't select him whatsoever. Really a cliche character, universal, cannot do much out there in the game. So really a bad character, guys. Don't fall for it. Next is gonna be the Casper. Okay, this wife unit right over here, I would say she actually belongs into the B tier. Not one of the brightest unit out there. Can deal some good damage, okay, based on our marked status, and that's all there is to it, which I think is pretty boring. Okay, that's all there is to it. Next is gonna be Juju. Juju is pretty much nearly like as same as Eileen. Okay, so yeah, there we go. And I would say Juju is a little bit better than Eileen. Yes, he actually has a lot of the paralysis going on around in order to, like, have a lot of advantage against the enemies. On top of that, once you can even ignore the defense of the enemies, and that can be a really great help, guys. And all allies will deal additional damage to the paralyzed enemies, and that can allow you to have even more improved damage output against your enemies. And she is going to be quite amazing for the dungeon and the raid contents. Okay, so a really great character, guys, and a better version of Eileen. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Next character is going to be Iota. Okay, looking into her skills, she actually looks to be a pretty solid tank unit. I mean, like, she can recover her own self, and she has like all the other stuff right here, like taunting, but it is like based on the RNG effect right over here, so that is the problem. She's like an A tier unit, and not one of the brightest, but I would say pretty one of the good units out there. Okay, so if you are pretty much lacking a tank, that for that, Iota can actually be a really good substitution. That's all there is to it, guys. Neither she is pretty much a niche character. Next is gonna be Neo right over here, the last but not the least character out here in the game. Well, he's pretty much a poor performer in most of the contents out there except for Arena. Yes, he is really meant for Arena. If you're going to use him in the Arena, he's going to actually give you a lot of advantage, guys. Increases the ignore defense efficiency of all allies. He can actually deal some really good damage to all targets out there as well, and he can pull the target as well. And finally, guys, when dealing basic attacks, deals damage equal to 21% of attack to all enemies within the circular range around the target. Okay, so that's it, guys. This guy is going to be quite helpful in the Arena contents out there, but that's all there is to it, guys. I would say not one of the brightest unit or the all-rounder unit, just focused on the Arena content, and that's all is to him. That's it. Definitely last but not least, as a summary, the best unit that you can get your hands on from this hero selection ticket would be Shane. Very amazing character for the story, arena, dungeon, and raid contents. You just cannot go wrong with her, and definitely she's a waifu unit as well. So yeah, just select her and be safe out there right away. And the second best is gonna be Rudy, especially if you are focusing on the raid contents, because definitely the raid content is also one of the most late game contents in the game out there. And if you are really trying to focus on that one, then Rudy is actually a really great character for the raid contents. Whereas for the other contents, he's pretty much an average performer. Okay, so yeah, there we go, guys. And the third best, I would say, is gonna be Serena as a utility character right out here. I mean, like, being able to decrease that skill cooldown is just a must. And she can even recover the HP of allies, and she can even increase the AoE skill damage of all the allies. I mean, like, she actually is pretty amazing in it, especially for the raid content. So yeah, there we go, guys. That's gonna be it for the hero selection ticket that you can easily get your hands on after clearing the Celestial Tower. Alright, that's it. If you guys have any extra opinions, feedbacks regarding this list right over here, please do let me in the comment section below. If you do love this video, please do hit that like and subscribe button, because it's gonna help me a lot in this video as well. That said, see you guys in the next video.